Good evening. Welcome to Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Brakely, along with my brother from Love 101, my man, Naeem Najee. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight?
I'm excellent. How are you, Charles?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Definitely doing great. So, just great to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to be with you here on Feel Good Talk Love 101 and
Yes.
do what we do. So, it's always a good time here at Feel Good Talk Love 101. So, what I'm going to do before we get started, just want to give a shout out to the sponsor, which is the A Game. And I'm going to play their commercial and then we'll come right back. As a matter of fact, this is a new commercial. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this one here. And let us know what you think about this one. Here we go, the A Game.
Okay, we're downloading A Game's formula.
3, 2, 1.
All right, now is the A Game. Let us know what you think about that commercial. Great for vitality, energy, strength, and libido. And if you want your free sample, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836. It was definitely a change. Definitely a mood, I guess a mood upper. That word, mood upper. So anyway, give us a call. Again, it's for men only. Men, definitely hit me up on this. So what's going on, Naeem? How you doing tonight, brother? What you think about that commercial? Oh, you're on mute, brother. Hold up. You're on mute. Mute. Okay, wait a minute. Must have froze on me. All right. Well, anyway, let me know what y'all think about that commercial. Definitely hit me up on it. Again, this is Feel Good Talk Love 101. I think Naeem froze. So let's go to the comments. Let's see what's going on out there. We got Fatima West. She says, "Hey, you guys, I'll be there soon. Your yes, love. She must mean yes, loving it. Get it. Finishing up nursing report. Now I'm shimmy my hips. Now I'm shimmy. Okay, great. So we're waiting on you, Fatima. So definitely get here. Definitely. What's up, my brother Taymu? He says, what's up, bros? I love the commercial. Hey, thank you, Taymu. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Great to have you as always. And again, I don't know what happened to Naeem, but we're gonna stick around and see what's going on. Maybe he'll come back in. But tonight we're just gonna, go through like we normally go through, Love 101, the questions, what love is and what love isn't. And then from there, we're gonna go into a conversation with Fatima West, Fatima Love. We call it Fatima Love here on Feel Good Talk Love 101. And if you didn't know, we got that dating, well, not a dating game, but we have dates for you. It's called Hooked Up. So we definitely got some information on that, and the I guess the information on that, and also the qualifications and stuff of that nature. So we definitely going to work on that. Got another comment out there. Miss Roberts, she says a nice commercial, was energetic. Yes, indeed, Misa. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. Appreciate the comments. And he's back. So let's see what's going on. We lost him for a second. There he is. What's up, brother? I was worried. I was going
to my computer browser clearly didn't take the A game, because right in the middle, I have myself on mute and then it froze. Guys, like, watch when we come back, they can see me but they can't hear me.
Right. It's all good. Hey, man, Hey, but thanks for those comments out there, and thanks for the feedback. We definitely appreciate it. We got another one coming up for Halloween as well, so y'all definitely like that one as well. So just let us know how you like it, and we'll keep them coming. So, Naeem, what we talking about again tonight, brother?
All right, well, let me just introduce myself in the show.
Okay.
Those who may be new, like I come on here, act like everybody knows, but maybe it's your first time listening or watching, what have you.
All
And
right.
here we are joining forces, Charles and I, with our podcast. He has Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. I have Love 101, Love 101 Media. And we join forces to create a podcast, a show for everyone to enjoy both of our particular talents. One, Dr. Feel Good over here, and me, and they call me the Love Doctor. And by
Right.
Love Doctor, I'm more of a scientist about love. So at Love
Mm.
101, we say that love is a mindset and a skill set that you can learn and master, just like any skill set, so
Mhm.
that you don't accidentally fall in love and accidentally sprain your ankle or break your heart. You know, these things that that's what people, break a leg, break a heart, all these kind of things happen. So we're not doing that. We're intentional. Just like you can study communication, you can study to be a chef, you can study to be an engineer, you can study how to have healthy relationships. And that's what we're here to give you, the curriculum, in order to systematically address that great human need.
Right.
So a lot of us are going about relationships as if it's just a given to have a healthy relationship.
Mhm.
And to remind you, a relationship is a vehicle.
Mhm.
And what do you need to do to operate a vehicle successfully? You need to have some kind of skills, right?
Right.
So, which requires training and testing.
Mhm.
So, we say relationship, friendship, companionship, partnership, all these ships like vehicles, right? But we need to know how to operate them
Mm.
safely. And the first thing you need, well, I'm gonna ask y'all because this is a conversation. What do you need in order to safely and uh, healthily operate a relationship vehicle, in order for you not to crash and end up in heartbreak lake and all that other stuff?
Mhm.
How do you do that? Or over the cliff of misery and upset and jealousy and fear and all that other stuff? What do you need? What is the key components to a healthy relationship? Anybody? So while
That's a
y'all are
great
coming
question.
up with that, then I'm gonna share my screen so we can talk
Okay.
about some other things. But what were you saying, Charles?
Nah, I said, that's great. That's a great question. So if anybody got any comments out there, let us know. So you gonna share that screen, you said?
Yeah.
All right.
You should see the type of technical issues that it's trying to give me. Every time I click the thing, it clicks off. It's like a whack-a-mole game right now. It's very ridiculous, you know, but it's okay because I don't need notes for this. The computer's just trying to test me. So you could test me all day. You're gonna lose. Oh, here we go. See,
Here we go.
I had to put it on notice here. So this here would be your core operating manual for
Mhm.
healthy relationships. So if we were teaching you how to drive, this would be the whole instructions about what to do and what not to do. So on
Mhm.
one side we have what not to do, or the ingredients that will give you a accident every single time. And on the other side we have what's going to happen if you follow these instructions to have a safe trip.
Mm.
So we break it up into love and fear. And by the way, there's nothing in between. These are the universal principles of love and fear, aka a healthy and a toxic relationship. And these
Mm.
relationships are all relationships, not just romantic, not just platonic, not just sibling, all of them. Every relationship, the relationship with yourself personally, and your interpersonal relationships with everyone.
Mhm.
So, in order to have a toxic relationship, let's say it like this: here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to have any type of freedom in that relationship. What you want to have is more force and fear, control. You want the person or people that you're in this relationship with to be afraid to show up as themselves and express themselves. You want that in order to have a toxic relationship.
Mhm.
So I'm going to tell you exactly what you need. So in order to also have a toxic relationship, you need to make sure you have plenty of abuse and attack and anger going on. Mind you, we're going down the acronym of facts, FACTS. So we're on the A's. You need a lot of attack and abuse. Every chance you get, make sure you do not appreciate the person. Make sure you just be angry, you abuse them, you antagonize them, you attack them. Every chance you get, that's what you do in order to have a toxic relationship. Don't appreciate. And what else should we not do? Moving on, Charles, to have a toxic relationship, what should we not do?
What should we not do to have a toxic relationship?
Yeah, so that we can definitely have a toxic relationship.
Tyler said, you want to have conflict and confusion. You definitely got to have that.
Yeah, you got to have that. So that means we can't have communication.
You can't have communication. You can't have clarity.
No,
you know,
we got to be confused, and we have to be and somebody's always got to be right, and that somebody's got to be me. You know, it can't. It's got to be me, Charles. You know,
right.
I mean, if we agreed or something, then that would be leaning toward a healthy relationship. So we need to have constant conflict and problems and confusion, and don't try to ever clear it up. Have communication. Just wait till the person finish talking so you could throw your shade on them.
Right.
Next.
You want to have trauma and triggers, because you don't want to have trust and truth. You can't have that if you want a toxic relationship. You have to have the trauma and the triggers.
Yes,
so,
you
gotta have that.
Do it right. We try to tell you systematically how you get your toxic relationship on and popping. You know, not just on, but also popping. Like so that it's like a trending kind of toxic relationship, not an ordinary one. Like this one is like, wow, did you see that highlight reel of that toxic relationship? It had me at the edge of my seat. It was insane. That's what you want people to say. So you got to make sure you put some trauma in there. Make sure you triggering each other all the time. And you better not, let me lean in real quick. Let me take this off. You better not have no truth telling or no trust for each other. Don't do that. If you do that, you're going to end up with a healthy relationship. That's not what you want. So what you want to do, what else do we want to do to have a toxic relationship?
We want to have separation. We want to have shame, and we have suspicion. You don't want to have sincerity. You can't have sincerity. Can't do that.
Why not?
Because you got to have the separation, shame, and suspicion. I can't, I just got to be, it got to just be toxic. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a toxic relationship. So we can't have sincerity.
So if we had sincerity, what would happen to that toxic?
No, we will have a healthy relationship. So we can't have that. We're breaking down toxic relationships right now.
Right, because if you actually showed up and being like honest and saying what you mean and not lying and just being genuine and stuff, like that's not gonna work. We're gonna have peace. So if we don't want that, we gotta make sure we have the suspicion going on. We gotta separate. So you're right. That's definitely what we need. So
sounds crazy, but that's the truth, man. People love it. People love that toxicity. I can't say that right for nothing. Toxicity. There you go. I guess it sounds right.
and I'm glad we took this approach, because literally, like, people act like toxic relationships just fall out of the sky, like they're just a mystery. No, there's a specific way that it happens for it to come about. So I'm glad we looked at it that way. So y'all all get the point. We teach systematically the universal principles of healthy and unhealthy relationships, and we have training, we have online classes, we have consultations, we have books and manuals.
That's great. Let me get that up there too. There you go. Boom.
Yeah. All of that stuff going on. So,
hey, we do got some comments. We'll get to a couple of these comments here.
Yes.
We got Fatima Love. She says, show sponsored all expense paid blind date. Take your chances to find the one. You never know. At least you'll have a good time. Exactly. So, definitely take a chance on this. We do have some individual names, and we have pictures, and we also have the form that they had to fill out, a questionnaire. So we'll get into that later. I wait till Fatima get here. She'll explain all that. And she also says, here we go. Instructions that we needed years before we encountered or stepped into the area of relationships. I love that these principles can be used in all relationships. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Fatima Love.
Yes, indeed. And she also said, just received a very lovely submission from a young woman. Okay, awesome. Thank you. So we all rolling. I think the deadline was next week, but we'll figure all that out. But again, when she gets on here, we'll definitely talk about it. But thanks for everyone for participating, and hopefully we'll get everything rolling soon. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, good stuff, Naeem. Good stuff. But again, go ahead.
I just wanted to show, since I had it here, a book
Mm-hmm.
of mine, a couple of them here. There's Communication is Not a Game. That's the manual, the big one. You
Mm-hmm.
got How to Be Socially Attractive, a guide for becoming a people person.
Mm.
Yes, I'm looking at the title of the book because I don't be knowing what it says sometimes. Like it feels like a lifetime ago since I wrote this. But yeah, there's plenty of more books. And one that this conversation reminds me of is the one called The Secrets of Selfishness.
Mm.
How to Ruin a Relationship.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wrote. You remember that one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the book I wrote to kind of make a joke about being selfish and ruining relationships, kind of like what we did here. Instead of saying, "Oh, this is what you need for having a healthy relationship," like, no, forget all that. We trying to ruin relationships. We trying to be the most selfish, antagonistic demon that we can be, and this is what you need to do. Because if you're going to be an effective demon to somebody, you need to follow these instructions. So
Right.
it's kind of a
That's crazy. We'll go ahead.
tongue-in-cheek
Mm-hmm.
book about how to ruin relationships if that's what you really but so it's kind of like you take the opposite of everything it's saying. It's like, oh yeah, you want to ruin a relationship, you must definitely make sure everything is about you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give anything, try to get everything you possibly can, use people,
Mm-hmm.
just don't take responsibility for anything,
Nope.
deceive, all of that. So it just tells you all the stuff not to do to have a healthy relationship, and the stuff to do to have a unhealthy, ruinous relationship. So check that one out too. It's all available on Amazon. I'm very findable, Googleable. Google my name or any of the titles of the book, you'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm not even going to share the screen, because if you're interested, you'll find it. Like, I'm not trying to. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not trying to get your interest. I'm just here to talk and have a conversation. So we
Yeah.
got another comment coming in.
Yes, we do. Let's see. We got him. We got my man William Dickerson. What's up, baby? He says, I'm in the house. What up, Feel Good Talk family? What's up, family? Thanks for tuning in.
Will.
Definitely appreciate you, Will.
Yes.
And check him out tomorrow. Williams World, 8:30 p.m. right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. So he'll be here tomorrow. I think they talking sports, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll figure it all out.
All right.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, man, good conversations. Again, anybody got anything to say or anything to add to it? But yeah, man, it's real. A lot of people are definitely attracted to, and I see it a lot of times. And I was just talking today. I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and I was talking about how, I don't know. It's like one of my pet peeves, and I know this is probably going all off track, is when I'm at a gas. I know this is crazy. I know this is way off the subject, but to me, it's toxic. To me, this is toxic. Women, please answer this question. When you're at the gas station, you have a man sitting in the passenger seat, and you go pump gas, and he just sits in the car while you pump gas. And actually, you went inside to even get it if you didn't have your card to work it right at the pump, to put it at the pump. What is the attraction of that? Like, can somebody help me out? Like, to me, that's just inconsiderate, rude. And another thing is, just like opening up doors for women. We talked about that earlier with 2020 sometime. We talked about that. And we did an experimentation on that. And it worked. Well, it was an assignment. We call it an assignment. Yes. And we actually went, and I've been doing it all my life. I always hold doors, always, if you're with me, you never have to touch a door. You never have to, whatever, So I've always been like that all my life. But what I'm saying is we did an experiment and we actually opened up doors. And honestly, it made a lot of people days because they really didn't feel like, they were like, wow, he opened the door for me. Like, hey, just that little bit could just make somebody's day. You never know. But what I'm saying is, let me get back to what I'm talking about, because I know I went off track. But to me, what is the attraction, and somebody help me out there, please, especially women. What is the attraction of that? Chivalry is dead. Am I saying it right? Chivalry.
Well,
Chivalry.
you are, if that's the case, you are the last man. By the way, y'all talking to, you know, Sergeant Chivalrous here. So Charles, it's kind of a one-sided conversation because you are chivalry. So it's like
Right.
it's nobody really can answer that to you unless it's. I mean, I don't know how to answer it. I just it's like because Charles probably be like, let me go around, open the door for you, man, and get out the car, and now close the door. You have a good day, right? It's like, what you got
Yeah.
me for, right?
You know,
So
it's crazy, man. Like I don't get it, but that's their boo or that's their, whatever, the love or whatever they call them nowadays. But again, like I just don't get it. Like somebody help me out. I mean, and we got an interesting comment here because let me get to this one comment. Let me get Will out the way first. And Will says, yes, indeed, sports talk tomorrow. So everybody know tomorrow, tune in at 8:30. We're gonna have sports talk. So it should be a great show. And Fatima West says, men aren't really trained to do that, but I absolutely love it. Makes me feel so beautiful. And that's true. I guess you don't know what you don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe I was, maybe when I was younger, and I was, around a lot of older people too. So maybe that's where I got that from. But anyway, somebody please answer that question. But then we got Hope White here. She says, hey, y'all, what's going on, Hope? Thanks for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. Fatima West said, it's not dead. I experience it all the time. I hear you, Fatima. I hear you, but I see it a lot. I see a lot of craziness going on. William Dixon says, a woman once told me, let me pump the gas. I said, why? She said, you won't always be in the car with me, so let me practice. I'm just saying. Well, that's cool, Will. But what I'm saying is, bro, like, if you're on a cell phone just sitting there, like, it's one thing to be trained. Like, okay, let's go back to what you just said. If there was a thing where the woman was once told she wanted practice, then shouldn't you be outside the car with her showing her how to do it? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. It only takes one time to show a person. Then from that point on, it is what it is. But me personally, if I was showing, like, let's say I don't have a daughter, but if I had a daughter and I was showing her how to pump some gas, I would take her out, the car, and I would just sit there with her and watch her pump the gas, and say, okay, that's how you do it and whatever. Just every time she did it until she got it down pat. But I don't know. I mean, that's just me. Maybe I'm just old fashioned, and that's just who I am. And Fatima says, maybe men aren't sure it's appreciated. It's appreciate it. Okay, maybe men aren't sure it is appreciated.
this
Yeah.
this is a good conversation because it brings me to the it's always back to the purpose. Like, so what's the purpose of it, right? What's the purpose of doing it? And being clear about that, because you sound like you're very clear about why you're doing it, Charles. A lot of times people are in transactional relationships where they're giving something to get something, where it's not just I'm doing this because I want to do it. I'm doing this because it's an act of appreciation, like we said,
Right.
a demonstration of my appreciation, or etc. Sometimes, we talked about this too, about, okay, who's picking up the check at the end of the meal and all of that,
Right,
and
right.
what's expected from that and all of this. Because when you get into gender roles and stuff, you get into a lot of scripts where this idea of, opening the door for a woman as a man, I'm going to guess that it came from a place of appreciation and that, the whole chivalry thing. But if it's not grounded in some higher purpose, then again, that in anything that you're doing with expecting anything in return, it's not an act of love.
Right.
Love is something that doesn't look for anything in return.
Right.
It's a transaction. It's like,
Mhm.
I opened the car door for you, so you better so and so. I prepared this meal for you, so you better prepare this meal for me. I picked you up, you better pick me up. I paid for this meal, you better come back home with me or give
Right.
me a kiss or whatever the case. These expectations run in people's minds, and that's why communication, in order to know where we're at, what we mean when we say and do things, to be very clear. Because you could say someone, I'm holding the door open for you because I want to, and this is how I was brought up to do.
Right.
And someone could ask, why are you holding the door open for me? Right.
Mhm.
And these kind of questions, what is the reason, what is the meaning behind it, what is the purpose, helps us get to the bottom of it. Even when we're talking about stuff like, people are getting confused and saying, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Like, what does that mean? How you use the same word in the same sentence in a different context? Remember, we used the examples like, hey guys, I'm here with you, but I'm not here with you, though.
Yeah.
I sound crazy, right?
For real. But yeah, but Naeem, I hear you though. Like you're right. Like a lot of stuff comes with baggage, but like with intentions behind it. So again, you do have to be careful with certain people. But like people who are genuine, because honestly, even if you speak to people some days or you say, hey, you look like your person, they might think, oh, something's wrong with this guy. You know what I mean? He's trying to do something to me. Like, and that's what society has everybody thinking now anyway, because of all the negativity that's going around in this world. So again, a lot of times when you are trying to be nice, people do think you have a motive, and sometimes it's just it's just who I am. You know what I mean? But I want to get to this comment here. Hope White says, hey, y'all, chivalry never goes out of style. It shows that the man is going the extra mile for the woman, which shows caring and thoughtfulness. It creates romance. Exactly. But it was just something I was taught, when I was coming up. So, and I got to go back to Fatima's comment where she said, yeah, some people are not taught that. But again, I just, I can't see, even like chores and certain chores. We'll get into that later. But William also says, be careful, because if a dude thirsty, he can be Prince Charming, Mr. Chivalry, till he gets the sweet potatoes.
Wow, thank you for all the
what type of sweet potatoes you talking about, buddy? It's like, no, just... And Mr. says it's tick for tack, then that's not exactly. So I'm talking genuine, like it's genuine stuff. I'm not talking, I want this for that. And there's a lot of people out there like that. They want, if I give you $5, then I want you. I'm sorry. If I take you out to eat, then you know what I want after we get done eating and stuff of that nature. So, but anyway, I was just saying, to me, that goes right in hand with some of the toxicity. I can't say it right, but you know what I mean. So, but I don't know. Great conversation. But we got here. We going back to love and fear.
I was just going back to the last one on sincerity. It's like if you're holding that door open, or whatever act you're doing, picking someone up, carrying their bags because you sincerely want to, you feel free, you appreciate them. That's how you communicate, and it's done out of truth. Like this is who I am. Then that's love. But as who's that? Misa Roberts said.
Yeah, let me go back.
Then it's not love.
Yeah,
it's a transaction, which can be productive in a transactional environment, right? I want to buy a product, and I give the person the money, and I go with the product. Like that's the relationship. It's transactional. But when people start attaching affection and then calling love, right, it's transactional. Oh, you didn't spend this much time with me, or I didn't get enough. You didn't call me enough this week, or whatever. That's not love, y'all. Love doesn't have a quota. Love is free.
That's right.
You can quote me on that.
Love is free. Hey, look, we got Fatima Love. I don't know if she's ready to come on or not, but maybe she is. She can still join us with this conversation. Are you ready? Raise your hand, Fatima, if you're ready. If you're sure, okay, she got the thumbs up. She's real ready. What's going on, Ladybug? How you doing? She's cool like that. She's cool like that. Go ahead.
Hey guys. I am here. I did want to piggyback on what Chuck was saying. When you said it's just something that you do, it is something that you've decided for yourself to put into your personality, into your character, into your behavior. You decide to make that part of who you are as a man. Right. And some people don't feel like there's a need for it, or it's appreciated. What it's about. She can open her own door. Like, I can open my own doors, but I really do appreciate someone opening them for me. And like I said, it does make me feel pretty special and pretty.
Right. That's right. I mean, and then it's not even about that. It's just I don't know. To me, it's just a normal thing for me. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna give you an example. Like certain chores, should be done me personally by the man. Like cutting the lawn and stuff of that nature. Getting the cars together, getting the cars ready, getting the cars fixed, or certain things like that. And it should be a natural, to me, it's a natural thing. Like that heavy bull work, that's what I need to be on. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me in general. But you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
it seems like it seems like the way you present it as if you're presenting yourself as the stronger vessel,
right.
and allowing her to be more feminine and delicate and treating her as such. And that's a big deal when a man gives a woman that kind of space,
Mm-hmm.
that she can just be her feminine self and she doesn't have to take on a lot of hard, rough, more difficulty and more physically challenging activities. And it is appreciated when
Right.
someone gives that space.
Right. I mean, and I don't do it for kudos either. I do it just because, because that's just I think is right in my eyes. Not to say whatever I say is right, but what I'm saying is, to me, it just seems right. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's
I
just
know what
me.
you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? You feel me? Hey, we do got some comments out there. We got Miss Robert. She says we should definitely reciprocate the behavior, but not just because it's expected, but because you want to. Exactly. And
Yeah.
want to. It ain't. Go ahead, Naeem.
Let's pause for a second on this, because
Mhm.
this idea, because we talked about, Misa also said about tit for tat.
Right.
Actually, that's another way of saying 50-50. Like, there's actually no such thing as 50-50 in relationships in life.
Mhm.
Even if you try, you
Mhm.
say, look, we're in this relationship. It could be you and me, Charles. We're in this relationship. This is going to be 50-50 down the line. I go to Delaware and see you, then you come to New York and see me. But what if just, I took you out and you take me out? But what if, you take me to the big fish, comes out to be, the bill is $100. I take you to Flacco's Taco over here, and then we eat, but it's like $10, right?
Right.
So I took you out, you took me out, but
Right.
the meal was 10 times as much when you took me out. Or what
Right.
if you came to New York and it's supposed to be 2.5-hour drive, but they had an accident on the George Washington Bridge, so it ended up being 3.5 hours. And then I go to Delaware and it's easy, good traffic, and it's 2.5 hours. Like this,
Mhm.
no matter how hard we try, y'all, there's never gonna be a even
Nah.
Steven 50-50 down the line. It doesn't matter what you do. And so that idea that we're even now, you'll never be even. Not
Right.
in terms of accounting and using the whole quota thing. This is not going to work. So that's why we have love, which is freedom, which it says, look, I'm freely coming to visit you because I want to see you. And
Right.
if you want to see me, then I'll be there Saturday, right?
Right.
And that doesn't mean you have to come see me next time. If you
Right.
want to see me and you freely want to come, and I freely yeah, come, then you come. But what if you came 4 times and I came 2 times? Doesn't matter, because in love, it's like we're taking the opportunity to express appreciation
Right.
by
Right.
showing up, right? By taking you out, by taking me out. It's not a tit for tat thing. And
Right.
again, there's never going to be a 50-50, whether it's co-parenting, whether it's, financial, whatever it's who cooks, who does the dishes, right? Because what's the difference? Oh yeah, I did the dishes when it was just, eating a salad, but now it's your turn to do the dishes, but it's Thanksgiving, right? It's
Right. Right.
but it's your day though. It's your day.
Right.
Like it's my day, but it's 20 times as much work. We had like 50 people at the house, right?
Right.
So, anyway, I know that y'all get the point. It's
Yeah, we
it's
get the
never
foot.
50-50.
Yes, indeed. Nah, you're right, man. You're absolutely right. And the Nina Arbitrary, what's up, lady? How you doing? She says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I care for you like a brother, but I'm not into incest. I got what you're saying, kind of, sort of, you know what I mean? And elaborate on that some more. Because I need, we need to talk about it. But go ahead, Naima, tackle this one. You got.
Let's see. So you that love you but not in love with you, unnecessarily confusing statement.
Right.
Means I care about you, and
Right.
I'm not sexually interested in you. Is
Uh-huh.
that right? Is that
Exactly.
bring it home?
Hey. We got Aaliyah. What's going on, Aaliyah? What's up, sister? What's up, sis? She says love is understanding.
All right, thank you.
Yep, I like that.
I have a question on that.
Go ahead.
To put out there.
Let's go back.
Can you love someone fully without understanding them fully? Right.
Good question.
Let's go back to the facts. Freedom, right?
Mm-hmm.
You acknowledge someone's freedom as another autonomous human being without
Right.
understanding everything about them. Can you? What's the A for out of the facts?
Appreciation.
So can you appreciate someone fully
Yep.
without
Mm-hmm.
understanding them fully?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Could you communicate with someone? We're on the scene now. Communicate and be clear
Right.
about what you're doing, what your intentions are, without understanding them fully.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay. Could
I
you be
agree.
truthful and trust fully without understanding fully?
Yep.
And what's the S at the end with the S for?
Sincerity. But you know what, Naeem? And I'm gonna go back to this because I know y'all get tired of me saying this all the
Yeah,
time, but
go ahead.
you trust people all the time. You know, like tomorrow I'll be flying out to Arizona, so I trust that this pilot is gonna get me to destination A to B and I'll be safe. So again, you know, we trust more than what we really think. You know what I mean? So I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we like to make it complicated. Like,
right.
well, we have to go through the 7 enchanted forests of trust first before, we got to go through the
There
7
he go with that
levels and
voice.
get
Yeah.
the sorcerer's stone and have to
Right.
talk to my oracle first. If like, no,
Mhm.
you don't. You can
Exactly.
decide to trust someone or decide not to.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it. And we got Misa Rob. She said, I love tacos. Laugh out loud. Hey, I love tacos too. Don't get me. We just using that as an analogy. Trust me, I love taco. Now, give me the shrimp or the chicken. I don't eat beef and pork. So, I take the shrimp and chicken. So we're gonna do a poll out there. Who loves? Let me stop. Aaliyah, what's going on? So she says you always strive to better oneself and then as a collective. It's a win-win. I like that.
All right.
She said, hey, what's up, lady? Yes, indeed. Okay, here's the Nina. She's back again. She says, Golden Corral is the bomb on holidays.
Oh
Everyone
God, now y'all eating.
want to eat and someone else washes the dishes. All right, there you go.
Okay, I like that.
But I wouldn't go there on a holiday. I mean, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, but I know where you're going with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never liked Golden Corral. I'm serious. I never really liked Golden Corral. I don't know why, but everybody loves that place. But that's just me.
Note to self out loud: don't mention flacos, tacos, food, or nothing anymore, because people just be like, "Oh, food." Let's talk Jones. We ain't talking about food, y'all.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's funny. And let's see what Misa says something here. She says, yes, you can be with someone for years and never truly understand them. If you love someone, it's flaws and all. There you go. I like that.
And do you really ever have full understanding even of yourself, right?
Hell no. Exactly.
Are you changing all the time or not?
Right.
Are you a different person today than you were a year ago, or even a day ago?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you didn't understand that person then, so
mm-hmm. There you go. Now we get back to food. The Nina says your buffet. All right, today. Now I'm hungry too, so stop it. And then she Misa says, nope. She's talking about what we just talked about. Would you really understand or do you? So anyway, man, I tell you, man, great conversation, y'all. Definitely appreciate all the love here. And it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. So
so I have
well, we want to
oh no, I was gonna say I have two directions we could go, or we could get an update from Fatimula about the getting hooked up.
Okay.
Come back to that. Do you want to say anything about that, Fatimula, right now?
I'm sorry, I can't hear Naeem that well.
I said, do you want to say anything about the getting hooked up?
Getting hooked up. Yeah, he said.
Oh yeah, I want to say something about it.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Okay, guys. So you guys know right now we are doing a segment which is going to be an additional part to the Love Show, where we will be matching couples together. So all you need to do is send in your profile picture with a little bio about yourself. I have 7 questions for you to answer so that we can try to find you a match. When we find you a match, the Feel Good Show will be sending you and your date on the blind date, an all expense paid date. So we're looking forward to matching some people up so they can have a good time and have some fun. Don't have to take this very serious. Just a nice time to get out. The fall is here. Nice weather to get out to enjoy each other's company. I have quite a few contestants right now. I'm excited about that. Really, really good quality people, really good, great answers, and great insight as to, where people are right now in their lives and what they're looking for in a companion. So I'm excited about matching the couples together. So, after this show, make sure you get a chance to inbox me. You can inbox the Feel Good Talk Show and let us know and send your pictures in. Somebody actually just sent me a picture and their answers to their questions right before I came on. So I was really excited. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna have somebody for her. We're excited. She's excited. So we want to get this thing going.
Yeah, we got some nice looking contestants too. Very good contestants. As far as they doing their thing. So we will match you up accordingly. Okay. And it should be a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be definitely gonna be a good time. So
yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about who you guys are gonna hook me up with.
Now we're sending Fatimla to Taco Flaco, and we're gonna send somebody. We're gonna send someone else to the Big Fish. So, like I said, we're treating everybody fairly. It's not a 50.
Funny.
I'm playing now. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna send y'all a nice spot. Don't worry about it. We paying for it, so we're gonna hook it up. So don't worry about it.
Yes. And that will be happening towards the end of this month. So we're pretty excited about it. Got a few weeks to go. So towards the end of the month, we'll have it all together. We'll be notifying everybody and sending them out on their dates.
This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna videotape a little bit of it, and we're gonna actually bring y'all on the show after the date so we could talk about the date and see how it went, and just get both of y'all opinions on the date, and then we'll have the video footage to prove that you said this. Like, I'm just playing. We don't want no drama. There's no drama. I'm just playing. No drama.
No drama. Just a good time.
Yeah, just a good time, and we're gonna have fun with this. So just get ready. So should be nice. Again, if you have anybody want to participate, no matter where you are, just it doesn't matter. New York, Cali, wherever, we'll get it right. We'll get it rolling. Trust me. So
yes. And we did say it's a blind date. So
right, and that's another thing. It's blind, so you won't see who you're matched up with. Yeah. But y'all can fact this later.
You will enjoy talking.
I think a blind date is super exciting.
Right. Now, Fatima, break it down. Once we get the contestants, right, they will be on here talking, right? Am I correct? But they will be blocked out and their names will be off the bottom of the screen. Am I correct? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, we do invite the contestants to come on to the show without showing themselves and their names to participate in conversation. That would be good. We will, of course, allow them to go out on their date, and we will record some of the dates. And afterwards, we'll have the contestants come on to talk about how their date went and what they thought of the other person. And, Naeem will give us some pointers on behavior and different things that happened during the date as it pertains to love and relationships.
That's right. Leave your representatives at home, please. Come as you are. If you walk around in sneakers, don't come in high heels and falling on a date, please. Make sure that you
why he gotta be falling? He might be wearing heels.
Right. So again, come as you are. Leave your representatives home, please. So
that's a tall order, Charles, but I'm with you on that. Very tall order.
You know that. You know how it's gonna be. Well, yeah, this is how I am for real. And the next thing you know, what happened? Well, anyway, we got Jamila J. Choice out there. She says, we are a work in progress. Yes, we are. And we got Leah. She's out there laughing at us. And then Jamila says, a love, feel good connection. Okay, I like that.
Yes.
We have to take that one, Jamila.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, feel good connection. No, so y'all are gonna be the pilot program. So if y'all crash and burn, we take no responsibility. But if you take off,
pilot program. That's IE for guinea pig.
Right. There you go.
use the euphemisms. You're trying to be nice. So yeah,
Yes, let's all be nice. I'm going to be nice to my date, whoever
That's
he
right.
is.
But this is great because again, we're paying for it. You don't have to worry about it. And if it doesn't work out, hey, you just had a good time with this person. At least you got a free meal. You know, whether it be from McDonald's or listen, you got a free
Shut
meal.
up.
Now it'll be somewhere nice. We're gonna hook you up. So don't worry
We're
about
going to go with at least $2 restaurants. At least.
so the $2
Exactly. Exactly. So if anybody else out there that's interested, please let us know so we can get you in the hat. Because again, it's not going to be here forever. We got a deadline coming up, so get that in. And actually, we put it on the Feel Good Talk page, so you can actually see the questions and everything on there. So take a look at the questions and fill it out and send it in, so we can go ahead and get this going. Okay. So we got. I know I've seen. Let's see, 1, 2. I've seen 2 guys and also seen 1 young lady. So we got 2 guys.
We got like, I think it's 6 women, and
women.
I think it's 3 guys right now.
Now, who's official? Who came in with the profile pic and all that?
Yeah, that's the ones that got the profile pics.
Okay,
I have to send you the rest of them.
Okay, no
I
problem.
have a few more to send you.
Yeah, so we got some nice looking folks, people. So definitely come in and we will definitely do you justice. Trust me. I'm not going to hook you up with Crazy Bob or something like that. So, well, I can't.
We might like Crazy Bob. Might be our cup of tea.
Exactly. You know, or Toxic Judy. You know, I hook them up. Toxic, yeah, them two. They make.
You trying to hook somebody up with Looney Fatima?
Oh God. Hey, you know, it is what it is, you know. Hey, we're not responsible for anything that goes on. Like I said, hey, listen, y'all do y'all.
We're not responsible for the after hours party.
That's right. That's on y'all.
We're not responsible for the party after the party.
Nah, if it's a party after the party, shoot, it might not be nothing after they see who it is, or
no,
go right, somebody don't open the door for them. You know, Chivalry's dead. You know how it go.
I don't know if I might get smacked in the nose with the door. I'm like, wow.
It should be fun. So please, everybody, please participate. It's all in love. It's all in fun. So, and then Naeem, what better person to have to talk to after the date? You know.
Yeah.
But Naeem, you know what I'm saying? I'll chime in from time to time. I'm the Chivalry guy. From now on, you can just call me Charles Chivalry.
Charles Chivalry. I like that.
Yes. I told you, Sergeant Chivalry.
And if I see them out there pumping gas and their woman's pumping the gas, I'm gonna take that pump from her and I'm gonna pump it. So I'm just letting y'all know.
You gonna pump it?
I'm gonna pump it.
You're gonna go around to his side and open his door and pull him out.
No.
Let him pump it.
I'll be, you know, I'll help her out. I said, look, go sit down. You know,
Chivalry.
I won't even acknowledge him. I just, all right, take off. I'm just joking. But anyway, please participate. Is a great, you know, something great we're doing, something nice where it's safe. You know, we get, you know, we'll have somebody there with you so you don't have to worry about craziness going on and stuff like that. So
I think I'm gonna need to disclaim myself when it comes to after action report on this or when we debrief and we talk. I'm not attached to anybody staying together. Okay. I'm not. So I'm attached to the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's it. So I'm not gonna be like, well, you know, I mean, they did just, you know, slam the door in your hand and laugh at you. So you can work it out. But no, I'm just gonna tell you the truth about healthy and toxic relationships, the truth about healing toxic relationships. You know, that's my site. That's the book, right? Of course. And you know, everyone who signs up for or who gets selected in the hooked up or feel good connection, we're gonna. You also get an honorary free pass to the next Healing Toxic Relationships online course that
awesome. There you go.
So you're gonna need it, number one, and it's helpful. So, but again, I'm just here to tell you the truth about things, and there's plenty of resources. Because I mean, if we can put, you know that there are gaming manuals, right, for playing like Mario Kart that are like this thick, right, for playing games. If we can sit down and study a walkthrough for a game and read reviews on movies and go through all sort of things like learning different things like dance moves and stuff. Relationships also should be given a time of day in the study. Like again, I'm into the study of healthy relationships, not just
Right.
the talk. Like
Mhm.
we're talking about it, but we're talking about it from a place of authority, meaning a place of actual we've run the numbers, people. And
Mhm.
Actual research.
yes, I'll show you what adds up and what doesn't. And we've shown you. And for my next trip, let me show you the 5 levels of creation here, which is what you need to know in order to know how thoughts become things. So people wonder how you end up in a, let's just start from a physically violent type of relationship, right?
Mhm.
Physically abusive. So we have on the 5th level down here, we have physical acts. These are the 5 levels of creation, something that's not original, but I've coined the name of it and I just laid it out like this. But this is not anything original, no new information. And it's universal principles. So basically, we're going from the mental level to the physical level. So,
Mm.
how do thoughts become things? So, how does someone being physically abused happen? It doesn't just happen, oh, we're going to get hooked up, and my representative comes, you know what? I like tacos. I like the color black. I like gold highlights. And I like slapping you across the left side of your face. It
Mhm.
doesn't, that's not how people show up on the first date. You
Mm-mm.
know, I like breaking ribs. I like throwing people downstairs. I like pulling out weapons on you for no reason except my ego is damaged and I'm
Mhm.
insecure. Nobody comes to the first date like that. That's the representative. But how does it get there to physical and verbal abuse? Well, there's gonna if you're gonna have physical abuse, there's gonna be verbal abuse.
Mhm.
So let's get down to it. Your thoughts become your feelings. Your feelings become your energy or your intent. Your
Mhm.
intent becomes your self talk, what you say to yourself, and what you say out loud. Because you
Mhm.
don't necessarily have to say it out loud for it to be talk. You can
Right.
be talking to yourself, right?
Mhm.
And then that becomes it. It becomes a physical act, right? So it doesn't just come into a verbally or physically abusive situation out of nowhere. So
Mhm.
we have an example here, for example, using a gun. So the first level, mental, using a gun. So it's like you think about shooting someone. You just think
Mm.
about it. Man, I just don't like this person. I want to shoot him. Then second level, emotional. You feel strongly that you want to shoot him. Like, man, I really don't like. I feel like I really feel like I could shoot
Mhm.
this person and get away with it, and I wouldn't mind shooting them. And then
Mhm.
the third level is the energetic or the intent. That's when you are loading your gun with bullets because you're intending to do it, and you're projecting your murderous feelings onto them because you're only loading the gun because you're thinking about shooting them. And
Mhm.
then the fourth level, verbally, you tell yourself and perhaps them, look, I'm gonna shoot you. If I catch you, I'm gonna shoot you, right? And then
Mhm.
physically, the last level is when you see them, you aim and squeeze the trigger. That's the last level though.
Mhm.
So using a gun to kind of guide you through these levels of creation, that's how it happens.
Mhm.
And guess what? Up until the fourth level, nobody's even got to know. Nobody knows does anybody know what you're thinking?
Mm-mm.
No. Does anybody know what you're feeling?
Mm-mm.
No. Does anybody know your intent unless you verbalize it?
Mm-mm.
No. But when you start to say things out loud and then to do things, then we all know. So I always use the example like,
Mhm.
let's say someone is, again, with this threat of a gun, saying, oh, you know, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna shoot you, right? They make a threat. And then the person gets afraid and they call the police. So when the person comes to the house, the police are there.
Mhm.
Now, if the police search them and they don't find a weapon, they can just say, "Oh, your word against mine. They threatened me, whatever." But the police still going to show up because
Mhm.
that was a verbal threat. That's verbal abuse. It's on the
Right.
fourth level already.
Mhm.
But what happens if they get stopped and the police are there? They don't even go in the house, but they got a call that, oh, they verbally threatened me and they said they're going to shoot me. And then they stop the car and they find a loaded gun. They can arrest that person for intent, right?
Right. Mhm.
So intent is not, it's not nothing, y'all. It's something. And so you go down these levels and you see how things come to pass. So that's why when people are in abusive relationships, I don't just say, oh, I do say all the time, just
Right.
leave, right? But you find that people in abusive relationships, it normally takes them not one, not two, not three, not four, not five or six, but usually about 7 times to leave that situation before they permanently get away from that abuser or abusive situation.
Right.
Because they've been mentally indoctrinated into it of, oh, they're going to change or whatever. They feel they have strong feelings, they have connection to this person. And it's like we can trick ourselves into believing that abuse is not abuse. In this book we go through the whole, so many different types of abuse. It's not just physical and verbal, right? Let me show you here. We talk about subtle and obvious abuse and the different kinds of abuse. We have mental abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, financial abuse, cyber abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, resource abuse, space and privacy abuse. So what do I mean by resource abuse? It's like, okay, well, every time they come to your house, they in your refrigerator eating everything, right? And they leave and they don't replace nothing, right? They like, oh man, I need a place to crash for a day. 2 weeks later, they still got their crusty feet on your couch. Like, what's going on? So, resource abuse, all of that, that's abuse. So, we've all been there, done that in some way, somehow. And this course goes very in depth in it. I'm not going to go deep right now. I just wanted to share that part with you all, so we have something to think about.
Awesome, man. Great stuff, brother. Hey, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a commercial break, and we're going to come right back.
Robot back.
Yeah, we need that's like this is a new A Game commercial, and I got one for Halloween as well. So, but we're gonna go with this one right here. So again, this is the A Game. Hold on to your seats. Let's go.
Okay, we're downloading A Game's formula.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, that is the A Game commercial again. You know, he was rocking out. Go ahead. I see you for Timberland. Go ahead, do your thing. Again, grateful vitality, energy, strength, and libido. And if you want your free sample, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836 to get your free sample of the A Game. This is for men only. But that was a good one. I like that one. I like it. It's very energetic. Let us know how y'all like that commercial, and we'll go from there. But just before we even get started, I just want to let everybody know where they can find us. They can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook at Feel Good Talk, YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, on Instagram at Phil.GoodTalk, and you can email us at philgoodtalk113@gmail.com, and also the website is www.feelgoodtalk.net. So plenty of ways to find us on the web, on all types of social media. So great show, man. Had a good time with y'all. Had some laughs, some fun. We had some great information that was given, and I don't know. Anybody got anything before we get up out of here?
Well, we got some comments before we go.
Oh, we do. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Let's see. We got Jamila. She says 7 times, shaking my head. She was talking about how many times it takes a person to leave an abusive relationship. And Misa Roberts says, love is actually about learning each other and not hurting one another. It's embracing Differences while trying to build and grow together, not trying to change or control a person. If you are experiencing some of the violent thoughts or actions, that's not love. The signs are there. It may not rear its head at first, but the real person is bound to show up if this is who they are. Exactly. Thanks for
Thank
that.
you for that, Misa.
Yes, indeed. Jamila says, we create our own nightmare. Oops, reality. Yes, indeed. Dreddy Gal, what's going on, lady? She says, thanks as always, Dr. Feelgood, Fatima Love, and the Love Doctor. Appreciate the clarity of the 5 levels of creation and different kinds of abuse. I know the love connections will all be loving, healing, and fun. Not to worry, Crazy Bob and Crazy Roberta will not be participating. Laughing. Exactly. We're not going to have no crazies coming along. And Dreddy Girl says, cool commercials as always, like how they are mixing it up. Yes, indeed. And I got a few of them. I just run certain ones, but the one for Halloween is pretty. It's pretty. You're gonna like that one too. It's pretty decent. So
I know what the next one is going to be. It's going to be a dude sitting in the passenger seat, a woman trying to pump gas, and Charles. Any game, put it in. Right, and that's what it's going to be. We need to film that.
No, that's a good one. A game. I'm gonna put it in. Ooh.
Oh,
I mean, oh well, you know what I mean. Talking about the pump into the car. Come on.
Look,
Come on now. You know,
that's a perfect setup.
it is a perfect setup.
Exactly.
I'll walk right into that. You started the conversation, Dr. Feelgood. So
there you go. So again, awesome conversation, man. Awesome conversation as always, and I'm excited to hear about the everything going well with the getting hooked up. So I'm just I can't wait till it's time to really hook everybody up and see those dates, see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. Shoot. So any last words? We'll let ladies go first. Fatima, anything?
Well, I just want to tell everybody I'm so excited. I'm so glad that we have so many submissions, possible contestants. We're only going to pick 3 couples, but we want to have as many possibilities and choices for matches as possible. So, guys, don't forget to send your profile picture in. You'll get your 7 questions, which you can see because it's on Feel Good Talk. You can go to the page and see the questions, answer the questions, send your profile pic in with a little bio about yourself and maybe a little blurb about what it is you're looking for to help us really get a good match for you guys. And I am excited to see who I'm going out with.
Oh, there you go. And yep. So, and we got how many guys we got so far? And women again. I'm sorry.
I think the women are at about 6. The guys are at about 4.
Okay, so yeah, we need some more men out there. Hopefully, you know they'll participate. If not, we just have to make do what we have. That's all. But again, we would definitely like to see some other guys participate. So, but all right, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for all your work too. Thanks for all the hard work. You know, going and doing what you do as far as getting that thing together because that's a lot. That's a lot. So we appreciate that. So. Mm-hmm. Naeem, my man, my brother from another. What's up? Anything before we get out of here?
HealingToxicRelationships.com, y'all. Everything you need is there. You get me live once a week. Other than that, you gotta pay. But I have no final words except to reiterate everything we said and that healing relationships, meaning healthy relationships, do take work. Study, practice, mastery. You can master love, okay? It is possible. So many of us have had toxicity shoved down our throats. Like it's not your fault that you are, that experienced so many toxic experiences because that's been the dominant force in your life. Now you have a chance to heal that and just come with an open mind, and the resources are available for you. And I'm speaking on behalf of myself too, and to myself as well, because everything I create for myself first.
Awesome.
So that's what. So I'm only sharing what I would eat. You know what I mean? I'm only giving you what I would take for myself.
Right. Exactly.
Thank you all for giving us your time and energy and listening, participating, or watching later. Appreciate you all. Always enjoy. Wednesday nights.
Yes, sir. Me too. And we got one more last comment out there. Misa Roberts says, and no catfishing. Laugh out loud. Exactly. Please, no catfish. we see a lot of that. So, please. But again, hey, man, that awesome conversation. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Again, this is Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Blakely, along with my man, Naeem Najib, and the lovely Fatima Love. We're gonna just call her Fatima Love. So we'll see you next week, same time, right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. See you when we see you. Peace.